On this job, we've got two problems. One with a kitchen sink tap and one with a leak underneath the toilet. So the kitchen sink tap, the back nut is completely snapped. So it's on a flexi and this flexi looks like he's about to burst. So we're going to replace this one with another flexi. Please don't get at me, the customer has actually bought this himself, wants me just to replace it. So I'm going to cut the pipe or remove this one, clean it up, install a new one, and that will fix that. But normally I would replace and hard pipe it, but in this instance, I'm just going to replace it. So the second problem is that underneath this toilet, we actually got a leak, which is coming from here, and it's dripping onto the floor. Now, I'm just going to go and say that the fibre washer in between this joint and the thread is gone, so we'll replace him. But first of all, let's change out this tap, remove it, change the flexi and get him a bit more secure. This is my tap bag and it does carry everything that I need for my taps. So I've got my Nera Tapex kit in there, box spanner, so I'm probably going to need him. And then in the front, I've got space for my grips and my spanners, just a quick, easy access. It's just one of those bags that you can carry in and out while doing maintenance work instead of carrying a heavy bag in. If you know you're just doing simple little jobs, it's everything what you need. So let's put you down, get on with the job, and let's get plumbing. So first things first, we'll shut the water off. And luckily for me, underneath here is the stop tap. I'll flush the toilet and open up the taps. We've got one there. We're on a combi, so it's hot. It's completely shut off as well. And we're using the blur folding buckets, so we'll slide them underneath. And I'll prop you up and we'll change this flexi. So I'm going to try and disconnect it from here underneath first. The only thing with these flexis is they've ruptured, so they've got a load of sharp edges everywhere. Just show you how I've done that. So I slid the spanner up underneath, got hold of the nut, and then from the top I basically just held the nut and then span it with my hand. And then you don't have to sit there undoing the nut all the time. There you go, look at that. All these back nuts are all different sizes, so you have to keep different sizes of box spanner. So I keep a bigger one and a small one just for these brass nuts because they are a lot smaller than the plastic. I'm going to reuse this old pipe and a flexi. I'm going to make sure that he's nice and clean for the new rubber and that to sit on. While I'm here, I'm going to do both pipes. So I was going to change this one, but I can't leave it because, and I can't change it because he's right on the bend. Look how tight that is. I'm amazed it's even holding with the amount of pipe that's going inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to replace this bit of pipe out here and then redo the same tap as what I've done before. Look at that, you chancing little buggers. That is mental. So as normal with plumbing, a 1 trip job turns into about a 3 or a 4. And I've removed this pipe here, which is absolutely crazy. So I don't even think there's even enough pipe going inside that push fitting, as I've calculated it from a new one and I need to be down about here. So mad. So I'm going to go ahead and solder just a new bit of pipe work. So I'm just going to put an elbow on a bit of pipe, and then that should go inside the flexi, and then we can connect back up to the speed fit fitting behind. So let's go and solder that up. Okay, so that's that job all squared away. Now, like I said, I'm not really that proud of it, but we've got a nice new pipe in here. It's definitely a lot better than the amount that's going into the pipe there. We've tightened this up a little bit, so hopefully that actually stays put. Best case scenario, like I said, on my normal work, you know that I like to replace everything out, but it's one of them things. So let's go and fix that toilet. So before I fix this, has anybody seen a brown sweep before? Look at that for a shower. Comes up and he's holding on for dear life there. I'll tell you what, I've seen some colours, but brown? Hey, what were they thinking back in the day? PTFE tape or fibre washer. Oh, here's a fibre. When they're plastic threads, I don't really like taking the chance, so I'm going to swap them over to a brass arm ball valve. I think a bit of false economy trying to fix things that potentially going to go wrong and give you problems. Slide our diplomat bucket underneath. So the ball valve nice and tight, we're just going to turn the water on and just test for leaks. Perfect. Now that little noise that you heard might have to fit a shock arrestor, because it even happens when I test the hot water tap, but that's with the toilet all installed. No leaks now on the inlet, which is perfect. And we'll just test in here. So obviously this is all going to be live now. The sink should have water. Perfect. And we'll just check underneath. Make sure nothing's dripping, all our joints are all okay. Lovely. Don't know what that waste is doing. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I mean, what is that? So that's that job all sorted. Toilet leak fixed. Kitchen tap more secure. New connection in. Like I said, I don't know how they got away with that old copper pipe. The fitting was hardly even in there. If I did that, I know it would leak. So if you liked today's video, please give it a like. Drop a comment down below. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you on the next one.